How are you? I'm Ron McMurtry, the Chief Marketing Officer of Sage.
Hi Ron, I'm Shobha and I'm a partner and co-founder of Triad. We are a Sage Platinum business partner based out of Dubai.
Really, what services do you focus on and who do you do work with? What's your target?
We started off actually with a mid-market practice way back in 2004 when we set up Triad Software Services. Then we expanded our offering to include the enterprise management piece. So now we actually have a practice that is pretty comprehensive. It covers the ERP side, the HRM suites, both the EM HR as well as the 300 people, the CRM practice, and as well as a lot of surround products, because that's really the advantage of working with Sage.
Yeah, so 15 years with Sage.
Yes.
That's incredible. And you're spanning, it seems to me your product line and your practice has grown with the growth of Dubai, which is just, I mean, looks like both your growths have exploded.
Oh yes, I have seen Dubai grow quite a bit. Right. And it's interesting how we actually set about expanding our practice. It was driven absolutely from customer requirements. Yeah. So if I think about how I got the first order for the enterprise management practice, whether it is the EM or the EM HR, it was purely driven because we had a set of customers who absolutely trusted us, and they said, we would like to go with you even though they knew we didn't have the practice. And we said, that's the right solution for you, and then we expanded it. Yeah. So it's very, very interesting the way we evolved. You know.
Yeah, so have you seen customers graduate up the solution, or is it new customers coming into the market?
Both ways, both ways. And in certain cases, and that happens very typically to companies operating in the Middle East, they're never there in one country. So when they expand their offering, they sort of move across the GCC countries. Yeah. And so we have many, many customers who are based out of Dubai, but their user counts are, for instance, across the GCC. Some of them as far as China, Malaysia, and the African countries.
Right, so they're headquartered, but then they have users and
Absolutely.
Divisions that get dispersed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we see that a lot in our business, and the EM product we've seen works very well for that. What's been your experience?
I think the EM product is brilliant. I come from a background where I used to look after the SAP and Oracle practices for a very large systems integration company based out of Dubai. So I'm really in a position to sort of compare and contrast my experiences with all three of them. And I see EM with a very, it's got a cutting edge technology background, so that sort of makes it easy for you to take this across to the market. And I think it's brilliant in terms of the functionality. It provides a upper mid-market and enterprise user out of the box, literally, and so easy to use. So we've really enjoyed our journey with EM.
Yeah, I love the way you said you start with the customer, and that's how you grew your practice. Yes. That's a mantra I have as kind of just guiding our customer experience. Yeah. Can you give me some advice or some feedback? Your relationship with Sage, how's it evolved, and what can we do to help you with your practice?
I think the strength of Sage is really the very close interaction you have with us as partners. I've not seen that with anyone else. And I mean this at an intrinsic systemic level. So it is not just one or two people who make that difference. So that is something which is really, really going for you. Okay? What I would really like to see is perhaps a little more of branding, because I think you should really be shouting on the top of your roof about a brilliant product and the community that you have, which is spanning these partners and customers. That is something which is really going to make a lot of difference.
Yeah, and I see that as we expand into markets and the footprint grows, that's something we're absolutely focused on.
Yeah, yeah. So as you know, we are just Sage only. We don't represent any other solution. So our growth has been completely with Sage. And we have done something very different. We never said, let's have a huge sales team and let's crawl the markets. We said, let's have a set of people who will deliver so well on the ground that people will reach out to us. And this is a small market, as you all know. So that's what we did. So today, if you look at our organizational structure, I think our first two salespeople are barely coming on board, but we are already one of the top partners for Sage in this region. Yes. We are a platinum partner. So right. I think our delivery team members have been our biggest brand ambassadors. Yeah. And the auditors of our customers have really taken us across to their other existing
So you
accounts.
focus the practice on the financial function?
Not entirely. So we do finance, supply, distribution, a little bit of manufacturing because it's limited in terms of this region. We don't have so much of manufacturing.
Yes.
We do see a lot of opportunity in Saudi. So in terms of our growth, we are looking at expanding ourselves, obviously outside this geography as well.
So look ahead for me. 5 years from now, 15 years experience, I think it's amazing the way you've grown your practice and really grown with the product line capabilities that Sage provides. What's it going to look like 5 years from now for you?
We would be at least 3 times the size of who we are today. We plan to do this by moving into at least 2 other geographies. We are scaling up our delivery capability tremendously over the next year and a half. That includes an offshoring option, which we have already put in place, and it started. The ball has started rolling in India. So I'm very excited for Triad and for what we hope to achieve along with Sage.
That's great. Listen, I look forward to growing with you and being a partner with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. It's been a pleasure.
Great. Thank you.